students, how are you all? Hope all of you are fine, right? And back to your studies also after Diwali vacation. Now, before that vacation or uh, till chapter 7 we have completed. Now we are here with chapter 8, right? The name of the chapter is A Short Monsoon Diary. It's written by Ruskin Bond, right? Ruskin Bond, a famous writer and poet also, and he was born in 19 May on 19 May 1934 in Kasoli, Himachal Pradesh, right? And he is an Indian because still he is alive, so we cannot say was. He is an Indian author and poet of British descent. The Indian Council for Cheap Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for his famous novel Our Trees Still Grow in Tera. Now we'll come to the chapter. Before we go through the chapter, we should know, or you must know, what is the story about, what is the chapter about. It's all about diary writing, right? It's all about keeping memories in written form. We used to write a diary to keep or to note down memories day wise, date wise, right? So in this chapter, the writer Ruskin Bond, he also noted down, or you can say extracted, some memories in his life in this chapter. This is all about the beauty of nature, of that hill station during monsoon, how he experienced the beauty of the nature, how he enjoyed the beauty of the nature during monsoon, that he has extracted or noted down in this diary, and from there we are going through, right? Now we'll come to know, we'll start from 24 June 24. The first day of monsoon mist, and it's strange how all birds all silent as the mist comes climbing up the hill. Perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Not only does it conceal hide the hills, it blankets them in silence too. Only an hour ago, the trees were ringing with bird song, and now the forest is deathly still as though it were midnight. Through the mist, Biju is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. June 24, now June 25. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid, and not that cold high altitude stuff we have been having all year. The plants seem to know it too, and the first cobra lily rears its head from the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. So the writer, the Ruskin Bond, he was enjoying the beauty, he was observing all these things. June 24, and before an hour, he said that before an hour it was full with birds song and animals were moving it was not so silent, which is he is facing right now. He said he noticed, he observed that when mist came on that hill stations, mist, you know, no? Fog, right? All the hill stations, you can say, or all the area surroundings were covered with that mist, as if blankets, as if the area, the surrounding was covered with blanket. All birds were silent, all animals were silent. Birds, they used to sing all the time, but they were silent. They hid themselves because of that heavy fog. And the writer, he was going to the post office and bank, and that time he noticed, he observed all these things. As monsoon has come, so he saw plants are also started blooming, right? And everywhere silence. Now this is 25th June. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warms and humid, and not that cold high altitude stuff we have been having all year. So 25th June, what happened when monsoon arrived? So sometimes we used to feel it's humid, right? It's warm and humid. But after that monsoon, plants started blooming themselves. He noticed one lily, cobra lily. It rears out of the fern. Fern, you know, leaf, flowerless plants, feathery look leafy plants, right? So out of this fern, that cobra lily started blooming. So all these things he observed. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and I all could say was a paradise that might have been. So on the way, a schoolboy, he asked, tell me what is hill, or how will describe hill station in a sentence. The writer said only one sentence, a paradise that might have been. He said that it was just, or it is just like paradise. It's not paradise, swarg, you know, heaven, but almost it's just like paradise. Why did he say like that? Because it was beautiful. It was grey, full with grey mist, but though it was covered with mist, but it was very beautiful. It was very beautiful. Flowers were there, birds were there, and it looks very beautiful everywhere. Greenery. The scene was very beautiful. So because of that, he said it's paradise, right? June 27, the rains have heralded the arrival of the some seasonal visitors, a leopard and several thousand leeches. Yesterday afternoon, the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school. As the monsoon arrived, some seasonal animals also started coming out, the leeches also. And yesterday afternoon, he saw that a leopard lifted a dog from the servants' quarter below the school. स्कूल के नीचे से जो servant quarter है, वहाँ से एक डॉगी को उठा के लेके गया. In the evening, it attacked one of Biju's cows also, but because of his mother's scream, because of his mother screaming and shouting, and imprecations. Imprecations means curses, making some sounds, making some saying some words towards the leopard. So it fled away, right? As for the leeches, I shall soon get used to a little blood letting every day. So leeches, you know, these are small boneless insects. Sits they sit on our body or animal or on any living creature and suck blood out of our body or out of our body, out of animal's body or human beings, right? So because of that, every day he used to face that problem, bloodletting every day because of that leeches. Other new arrivals are the scarlet minivets, flitting silently among the leaves like brilliant jewels. No matter how leafy the trees, these brightly colored birds cannot conceal height. So apart from this, he observed that colorful birds, bright red colored bird, just like cuckoo. The females are yellow in color, but males they are red in color, and they are just like looking like brilliant jewels. Why they are compared with jewels? Because they are so bright. These birds are so bright, just like gems. You know, in the jewelry shop we can see stone, like I am also having see. So like this, they are trying to hide themselves among the leaves, but it's not possible to hide themselves because of their bright color. So everywhere mist is there, leafy, very densely arranged, that leaves very dense. It is that plants are very dense to each other. Then also it's not possible to hide. It was visible, they were visible, just like brilliant jewels, red colored jewels, gems like, right? Although by remaining absolutely silent, they sometimes contrive methods of technique to go unnoticed along, come to a pair of drongos, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the little minivets away. So along with this, some birds are also arriving, like a pair of drongos, a songbird with a stout bill, okay, and they are unnecessarily, they are making sound, unnecessarily they are becoming angry, you know, aggressive, and then chasing the little minivets away. Small minivets birds, unnecessarily they are chasing them. Tree creeper moves rapidly up. The trunk of the oak tree snapping up, insects all the way. Now that the rains are there, there is no dearth of food for the insectivorous birds. So because of that heavy monsoon, because of that monsoon and heavy mist, that animals, they are suffering also, they are not getting food and all, and that why their plants, that oak tree is there, moves rapidly. Tree creepers, the small plants are there, creepers, they are trying to creeping up to the oak tree. Small plants, they are also trying to climbing up, because this is the season when plants are growing and they are blooming themselves, right? And insects all the way, everywhere insects are visible, and that there is why they are doing like that, there is no shortage of food for the insect. Now as insects are coming out, insects are visible here and there, so insectivorous birds, they are very happy, they need not to have sorry, they are not facing food shortage, means dearth, right? So they are very happy. Sorry, they are very happy because everywhere they are getting insects and all, so they are very happy. So this is the first part. After that I will come in that second part. Okay, thank you so much, dear.